Damn. Ooh. Yes. Ooh, fuck. This was a tough one, man. This was a tough one. You shouldn't have taken this fight. I really don't think this was the best chess move. I really don't. You already knew you was 40. You already knew you've been out of the game for a minute. You knew you were smoking cigars like you was a chimney. Ah, you could have known that. That was pretty obvious. And you only have maybe 3 months to really train for this, for real. Like, you just made the decision last couple of months ago. And you thought you was gonna come back and kill it? Oh man, you just gave yourself to the wolves, and everybody just came and roasted.
Look at his eyes there.
Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is the point that's killing me, bro. You let this man beat you. Hey, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Ajax Production. I am your host, Senor Ajax, and we are back with another amazing episode of this episode of the Ajax Show. We're gonna go straight into it because it's the third time I'm shooting the fucking retake, but it's okay. We just gotta get it right. You know what I mean? We're not gonna give up until we get it right, so we're gonna get it right. You know what I mean? Finally, I have headphones, so we're gonna do a reaction channel today. Right? We're going to do a reaction episode today where we're going to react to what has happened this weekend. So this weekend we had first of all, let's say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody, you and your family. I hope you guys are enjoying your family time with your family, giving out gifts and collecting stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to use this opportunity to do the same thing too. You know what I mean? Enjoy myself, relax, and spend good time with the family. You know what I mean? If you have the opportunity, please go and take that opportunity. Spend some time with your family. That's what makes the soul flourish and more excited to do this work that we do out here. You know what I mean? Let's get into it. This weekend we had two amazing fights that happened. We had one which was which was Jake Paul and AJ. That Anthony Joshua, the Nigerian warrior. And then we had Andrew Tate and Demore. I was reacting to this one. This was to Jake Paul's fight, and the guy just bored me. And I was like, you know what? Let's try something different, something more funny, something more exciting. Andrew Tate fought Chase Demore and lost. That is very disappointing, especially because Mr. Top G talks too fucking much. We have a problem with people that talk too much on this channel. We actually have been going on a train with this people that talk too much, bragging too much about their unknown skills and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like Andrew Tate. I like what he stands for. I like the fact that he, like, apart from the stuff that he talks about women and stuff, I like the fact that he tries to get men to get their head in order, get their shit in order, have your affairs in order, focus on getting this money, getting your life in order. Apart from that, he just talks way too much. You know what I mean? And I've kind of noticed it, for a couple of years now that he talks a lot, and sometimes you just gotta take it as a grain of salt. But right now we're gonna react to what has been happening with him and the fight this weekend, and I hope we get into it and enjoy it. So strap up and let's get into it.
Andrew Tate just got belt to ass by a reality TV.
That was the most ugliest punch I've seen ever. Uppercut skipped his head. It's like it rolled off his head.
Personality that most of us have never heard of. A guy who, by the way, cannot fight at all. It's even funny because Andrew Tate has grown men all over the internet treating him like he is the alpha male messiah, literally calling him Top G, which is and it's just sad that to a certain group of insecure men, Andrew Tate is the peak of masculinity. But one of the biggest pillars of that alpha male image that he sold was his mythical reputation as a world-renowned kickboxing champion. He touted himself as one of the most dangerous men on the planet, which at this point, after seeing him in a real fight, we just gotta call cap. Because after you end up face down, ass up on canvas, the fear factor vanished, the hype evaporated. The super tough, hyper masculine man that all these incels incels idolize, ended up on his knees, hugging another man's nuts and hanging on for dear life. While getting absolutely destroyed by a guy who straight up throws Looney Tune punches.
It's the craziest uppercut I've ever seen. It starts from back here. And it ends up here.
The fact that the shorties are talking about it. They're saying he's punching a gay, and then you lost to this. Come on, man. Like, bro, like, we gotta take the top G crown off your head, bro. It's now bottom G. This is so disappointing.
What if you could taste the movies?
We turned that idea into an $11.3 million business with...
Like a cartoon. Like a fucking cartoon.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. Them Roy's are treating Andrew Tate good. One thing you can't lie about, he definitely looks like he's in shape at least.
Yeah, he looks like he's in shape, but obviously them cigars got to him.
Heavyweight boxing, guys. One punch can change everything. Nice straight left jab by Tate right out of the gate.
We've seen a lot of footage of Andrew Tate sparring over the years.
Yeah, I feel like that muscle memory of wanting to kickbox was kind of kicking in this this thing. It's like because I remember watching his kickboxing videos where he would do that stance and do that one strike, cobra strike, you know what I mean, and then flow with a kick, you know what I mean, but no kick this time. So that one soft punch to lead to the kick, it's not happening. And I feel like that's one of the reasons, what it do.
It's like he's always sparring with his brother or whatever goofball pays tens of thousands of dollars to be in his war room. And Andrew Tate 9 times out of 10 will beat them up. So when I say he has this mystique about being super deadly with the hands, that's what I mean. But again, that was part of the Andrew Tate brand. That's what set him apart from other guys that just talked alpha male stuff. He actually walked the walk in some sense.
Right. That's honestly, I actually want to break that part down. Is that that was one of the parts that made him seem legitimate, is the fact that he had a boxing background. Like he has history, he has records of him fighting and actually winning fights. So this, I know out of all the people that talk, like his boxing background, helped him, I feel, come off more legitimate than others. And like I said, we're not saying that this discredits him at all in any way. Of course, people want to clown him because they don't or even like him. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. But at the end of the day, we just have to know that, he's an older man and he's smoking a lot of cigars, bruv. He's been taking the cigars to the forehead. As you can see, his round ball of a head. He's been taking the cigars to the head, and it showed in this fight for sure. Yeah, it showed.
But then again, I don't know how much he was walking. If he can't even throw a jab against this guy that can't hold his guard up.
That punch sets up the right hand, sets up claw Riley. 2 minutes left in round number 1.
He's trying to. One of them can fight.
That's not the strategy.
There's no way Andrew Tate had 100 kickboxing matches. I understand kickboxing is a different sport than boxing.
Right.
But kickboxing, you still learn the fundamentals of boxing. And Tate looks like he has none of it.
Tate said he's been prepping 4 months for this opportunity. The question in mind.
This dude that Andrew Tate is fighting, Chase, cannot fight at all. Look how goofy he looks right now. Like, what is that?
Why he got big gloves on though?
With the tools he has.
For him to look so defeated and drained and done sitting in this corner kind of goes against everything he preaches and built his reputation off of.
Big shot from Champ. Tate eats it.
I skipped through a bunch of hugging and holding from those earlier rounds, but neither one of them can fight for real. They can't box, at least. They don't have the basics. If they stepped in the ring with a real boxer, either one of them, they would have been on the
get
mat
squashed.
already.
Yeah.
Hasn't fought in 5 years, possibly showing that.
See, what is this? Like,
This is 5
what is
rounds out of
this?
6. They're only going 6 rounds. They look like they're in the 12th round of a fight right now.
There's still a 220-pound body on top.
If they get not letting none of that shit, it's just running off his head.
That was that Looney Tunes uppercut.
shot that he needs.
These uppercuts are insane.
And he'll go,
Look where this uppercut starts.
That's some tactics because he was definitely hurt. Again, Chase goes to the uppercut.
there's no way you see it and don't laugh, bro.
Hey, Chase is spamming that Looney Tunes uppercut. I don't know why Andrew Tate even agreed to this fight. If he knew in his head, in reality, he could not box for real. Unless he bought into his own hype, where he actually thought he had boxing hands and he just doesn't.
He lands again. Chase Demore unloading. 90 seconds to go in the fifth.
Yeah, and then Chase just put his weight on him.
Andrew Tate, the fatigue is so clear.
For as much shit as Andrew
Drew
Tate,
talks.
seeing him look like this is diabolical.
It's horrible,
to his
bro.
reputation. He
It's
looks
horrible.
winded, weak, like he's giving up, weak-minded. All of the things that he speaks against, basically.
It's so sad.
Eyeing down Tate. The confidence is growing for Chase Demore.
Chase is going to spam that uppercut until he catches Andrew Tate with it in his raps.
And he's down.
And he got into his knees, bro.
That is a crazy look for Andrew Tate. Knees on the ground, hugging this man's waist, head under the rope. Everybody bought into the Andrew Tate hype, the kickboxing four-time champion or whatever he is, and thought he was going to knock Chase out of his boots, out of the ring, and that is not what's happening. Chase has walked Andrew Tate down, throwing Looney Tunes uppercuts every single minute of this fight.
39 seconds. Demore has
I mean, he's on the floor.
pounded away.
Chase sucks so much. You can see the punches. They're like little bunny shots. They have no power behind them whatsoever. But Andrew Tate is hurt on the rope, out on his feet, basically.
Playing out.
Hey, if Chase don't do nothing, he gonna throw an
The
uppercut.
fatigue of Andrew Tate is so clear on display with no
He
power.
was about to knock Andrew Tate out.
Tate, what's going on, bro?
He has spaghetti legs walking back to his corner.
Fatigue is built up. The pop is
If you throw 50 uppercuts around, you're going to connect with a couple of them.
Instead of just coming in with your hands down like that and a fight.
Other than like the first round, I think, I haven't seen Andrew Tate actually land a significant
We
shot.
didn't land anything. We didn't land shit.
The Misfits Boxing Heavyweight Champion of the World, Chase.
I want to see if he's going to make excuses in his post-fight, because that's another big thing that he harps on, that men shouldn't make excuses. Life is hard. Grit through it. No excuses, no apologies. Still sharp and still. You learn from your losses and your mistakes. Don't be a bitch. Don't cry about it. Don't make excuses. So I do wonder whether he says he's old, out of shape, changed sports from kickboxing to boxing. I want to see what he's going to say.
Yeah, I'm 10 years out, 40 years old. Gave it my all, but he's tough. I don't know what to say. He's really tough. Congratulations.
10 years out, 40 years old.
Do you think we'll be able to see you in here again?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back, watch the fight, make a decision, but Chase deserves this win. I'm really happy for him, genuinely.
Do you have a message to all the fans back home that are watching you?
It's better to try and lose than not try at all.
Okay, respect for that. It's better to
It's bad to try and lose. It's better to try and lose and not try at all, bro. Yeah, this one really hurt. I feel like, yeah, you know, the Christmas came early, and the veil of mystique has fallen. A lot of, and this, it's not just him, you know what I mean? It's happening to a lot of people that we once used to look up to. Another one was Diddy. I mean, that I used to look up to. I want to say we used to look up. I used to look up to. Yeah, this just looks horrible. I feel like as a chess player that he says he is, this was a bad move. But then again, maybe it's not. We don't know. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens.
try and lose and not try at all. But he did give excuses up front. Out of the ring, 10 years, 40 years old. But at this point, Andrew Tate basically runs a cult. So no matter how bad the loss was, how much belt to ass he got, whether he was face down, ass up on the canvas or not, his followers and fans are always going to defend him, ride for him, and make excuses for him. Even Chase in the post-fight had a whole fanboy moment with Tate.
Listen, I want everybody to know right now, I'm the hardest guy I've ever fought in my life. I have all the respect in the world for this man.
He said he's the hardest guy he ever fought in his life. You must be fighting mall security guards. What this misfit got going on?
Hold me out of his suicide, man. I'll do the call and tell him nothing. He's on this podcast. So if I do that shit, man, I don't care what anybody says about this guy. He's a fucking legend, man.
I mean, respect for him pulling you out of that circumstance, but to break down crying like that over Andrew Tate is wild to me.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get the result I wanted, but truthfully the result I wanted was to see if I could still do it. 40 years old, 10 years retired. little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon. It was always going to be a big ask against someone so much bigger than me, younger than me, more active than me, but I wanted a real challenge. They want to fight Tin Can. They don't want to fight someone older than me or smaller than me. I felt like I won the first 2 rounds. And then because he's 20 kilo heavier, he started leaning on me.
He just made like 5
crap,
40 years old. The guy was bigger than him. It was always going to be an uphill battle. I thought alpha males don't make excuses. And we have to remember who Andrew Tate is, how bad he is, the outrageous things he said about women.
They didn't teach you in self-defense? Here's a little move. When I grab you by your neck and you start annoying me, trying to resist, and I just, and then I grab you by your neck again. Then what the f*** are you going to do when your face is collapsed and your cheekbone's broken? You ain't going to do shit but cry.
That's what he says about women. But when he gets into a ring with the guy, no broken cheekbones, no smashed in face, nothing. He can't even throw a jab. So it makes the whole situation look even more diabolical.
I perfected this in pimp school. When I got my PhD, we had to practice if a girl comes at you, you cheated, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck.
If that same girl came at him with one of them Looney Tunes uppercuts, it will be over. Andrew Tate has no boxing defense whatsoever.
No,
Literally, he
hands
talks
up,
all that
hands
shit
down.
and cannot dodge one of these Looney Tune punches. Look at how crazy this punch
like, you
is.
just getting swung. Like,
Absolutely not. It's too easy to see. And
all the
No
anti-gay
legs.
talk Andrew Tate sure does look like he loves hugging men. The actual fight was shit. It was a pretty terrible fight.
It was
only
gross
6
fight.
rounds. Andrew Tate
6
against
rounds.
defenseless women. I'm the strongest dude alive. I can defeat God. Andrew Tate against actual fighters. Well, bro, you know I'm 40. I'm in menopause, and I kind of don't even fight like that for real. And Andrew Tate tweeted himself after the fight. 99.9% of 40-year-old men with $700 million sit around with whores. I could have done the same and talk shit on the internet, which he did, and took no risk and just lived easily. In my heart, I knew I'm too old. I knew I'd been out too long. That's why I had to do it. To face fear, I can't live scared. I have to know I faced it. I lost fair and square. Chase is a true champion, a warrior. I'm proud of him. He deserves that belt. Bro is acting like he lost to prime Mike Tyson. Exactly. He lost to a dude that did not know how to throw a jab, and his favorite punch was a Looney Tunes uppercut. Damn. Yeah, the same weekend. He's holding on to them nuts for dear life. You can't unsee this. You're never going to talk tough to me ever in your life if you have a picture like this on the internet. Who's your daddy now? I told you Tate was a scared little bitch who only ever fought bums. World champion, your boy just got smashed up by a reality TV pretty boy. Fact. Fighting is not for Tate. Never has been. No wonder he allegedly takes out his impotent rage on women. Flinch more. He did flinch in the face-off, which was funny. Oh, Sneeko came to his daddy's defense. Everyone talking shit would never step foot in the ring. Respect to Andrew Tate for getting in the ring at 39 years old. The problem is that Andrew Tate didn't sell himself on giving it your best. He sold himself on being an alpha male, dominating opponents, having lots of sex, making loads of money, and always winning, laughing at people for being losers. Turns out he can't fight, which makes him a loser in that context. Andrew Tate will never live this loss down on the internet. There are too many videos and too many pictures of him looking sus and crazy. But nothing really is going to change for Andrew Tate's life. He's still rich. He's still famous. He still has a cult of people paying him hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. If anything, we already knew red pill and alpha males were all super fake to start with. None of them really lived their lives or by the principles that they talked about. And if nothing else, this is another example of they talk a lot of shit but cannot back it up. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know.
yeah, that's that. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, fuck. This was a tough one, man. This was a tough one. This was a tough watch. This weekend was a very, very tough weekend for me. Yeah, you know, I still don't know what to say, you know, like, throw the whole thing away. Man, bro, this was so embarrassing. I felt fourth person embarrassment for someone that talks so much crap, so much. You shouldn't have taken this fight. I really don't think this was the best chess move. I really don't. You already knew you was 40. You already knew you've been out of the game for a minute. You knew you were smoking cigars like you was a chimney. You could have known that. That was pretty obvious. And you only have maybe 3 months to really train for this, for real? Like, you just made the decision last couple of months ago. And you thought you was going to come back and kill it? Oh, man, you just gave yourself to the wolves. And everybody just came and roasted. Hey, even me too. I'm roasting. At least we want to finish this year strong. Okay? We want to finish this year strong. But yeah, man, I mean, personally, I'll just say, man, if you want to talk on the internet, man, just make sure you're doing the actions that you're talking about. Don't be that person that just goes to yapping, because it's easy to talk. It's very easy to talk. It's very hard to do. So don't be that person that just talks, that doesn't do any action, that doesn't take the appropriate action to get the result that you want. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Daniel Ajax. I don't want to spend any more time. You know, it's the holiday, and I know you guys want to ask. You can have to spend time with your people during Christmas, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.